What another nice day out here in this fine state of New York. Well, when I say nice day, I mean nature's not fucking with us because you know everything else is. I decided to do another video outside today because I'm in a cheery mood. Why am I in a cheery mood, you ask? I know, I can hear you. Who here likes Benny Hill? You know Benny Hill, that wonderful British TV comedy show with that amazing theme, Yakety Sax, that can be played anything, including a group of young girls playing soccer. Well, they step on landmines, and it's still funny. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. But what the hell does Benny Hill have to do with anything? Well, I didn't realize this, but apparently, our politicians believe in the Benny Hill method of creating laws. Now, I know we have the SAFE Act and all that, and you think, well, I mean, I would believe anything they would do now. Well, me too. But to get inspiration from Benny Hill, what a great tribute. Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the DC handgun ban. Well, it was a handgun ban. I'm sorry, not a real handgun ban. You could get one, you just had to jump through hoops that were on fire in outer space in another reality. But, you know, you could get a handgun. Well, I guess they kind of looked into it and they found, I guess that whole not be infringed thing, slightly a little bit, or just a tiny bit completely 100% violating that not be infringed part of it. So they had to change their handgun process around a little bit. And while they were doing it for the period until what they've just proposed now, it was kind of a, well, it was supposed to be, from what I've heard, the rumor is that there was technically no laws against concealed carry in DC. That's rumor. I'm not sure if somebody confirmed that would be great. But for that brief period, I don't know when it happened, a month ago or so, until now, when they were trying to get their head out of their ass, which evidently they did not do, by the way, there was apparently no handgun laws or whatever. Trust me, I wouldn't trust any of those DC cops, or any other cops, excuse me, as far as I could throw them, but definitely not the DC cops. So, good luck explaining that one to the cops. Oh, yes, sir, unfortunately I follow the law and you follow your, I don't know, stupid nonsense. Get on the ground or I'm gonna fucking shoot ya! That's how I think that would go. It's funny, little side note here, we just had a little incident here in Albany, which is about 30 miles away from here, where somebody was just tasered when they were completely in the surrender position on their knees. This comes from a cop who also had a few other ghosts or skeletons in his closet, but we won't talk about that. In other words, unjustified. Why am I not surprised? Because it's everybody, all the cops like to say, oh, it's a few bad apples that ruin the bunch. And I don't believe that all cops are bad. However, when you're in a position of power like that we pay for and we're your employers, if we have a few bad apples, say we have 1%. 1%, say it's 1%. That means 99 out of 100 are good cops. 1% of however many thousands of cops is a big deal. Versus how many police departments we have, meaning there's probably a pretty good chance that at least a couple of the cops in your local police precinct, whether it be whoever, whether you're talking about local cops, sheriffs, city cops, state troopers, whatever, there's probably a few that aren't too good. And when we're not talking about somebody that's, I don't know, not maintaining 100% efficiency, or they work in a warehouse and they're supposed to pack 98 boxes an hour and they do about 95, we're talking a little bit different versus somebody that fucking kills people and locks them up for the rest of their life on a little oopsie. But that's a little different rant. Let's not get into cop bashing right now because I have my own thoughts on the issue. But back to Benny Hill. Back to the DC handgun ban. What does Benny Hill have to do with this? Get to the damn point. You're boring me. Why are you outside? Why are you taking so long to talk? Don't worry about it. We'll get to the point. So, Benny Hill DC handgun ban. Well, like I said, they got their head out of their ass, i.e. didn't, and came up with a new law for a new process to get a handgun in DC. And first of all, as all these ridiculous screwed up states, like this one, do the first thing they always do when they're gonna propose a new handgun law is they'll come right out and say, you're gonna need to demonstrate a need. Because of course this is the Bill of Needs. You must demonstrate a need before you can vote. You must demonstrate a need before they illegally search your house. Bill of Needs. If you didn't understand that, you must not have went to a good university. So, the first thing they proposed is you're going to have to provide probable, or not probable cause, oh jeez, I'm getting all my legal terms confused, proper cause as to why you need a handgun. Because I live in America, I'm not a felon, have the Second Amendment, and it's my right. Fuck you! Get the fuck out of here! No, no, no! No, you need proper need, like, I contribute to Obama's campaign fund, I'm a radical leftist, anti-gunner, or a celebrity? Yes, yes, yes! It's cha-ching! Ring the old cash register. But that's the first part. Here comes the Benny Hill. This is a good one. This is absolutely a good one. This is, you know, when you think you've hit the apex, the zenith of, what the fuck are they thinking about when they would propose something like that? When you think you've hit that point, just hold on. Just settle down, because they'll top it, and they did. What else did they do? One of the other provisions is, I don't know the whole process, but these are some of the ones that stuck out, and this is the best one. There is going to be a provision that all, it's not politicians, but all politicians of a certain standard, I can't remember the actual word they used for it, but put it this way, people like Obama and probably higher positioned people in the White House, you know, probably Secretary of Defense and all that stuff, they're going to have a 1,000-foot moving gun-free zone around them. Now, they tried this absolute nonsense after, what's-her-face there, the one that decided to fucking, I don't know, hang around with Jared Lautner and took the fucking bullet to her head, and, which is fine and dandy, but then she, I don't know, gets all fucked up and has to become a big anti-gunner because of it and all that shit. Her. Giffords, that's her name, Gabrielle Giffords. They tried that nonsense with her after her, because we all know that that guy with that 33-round high-capacity Glock magazine, if he knew that there was a 1,000-foot anti-gun zone around her, he would have never done that. But it's a roaming anti-gun, gun-free zone, a roaming gun-free zone. You know, like put up the sign with the little circle with the line through it, and they usually have a silhouette of a Beretta in there, so don't carry a Beretta in there, but they really mean any guns. It's a roaming one for any of these certain politicians of a certain status. So what I imagine is going to happen in their liberal fucking fantasy land of ahead, what I imagine is going to happen is all the criminals, and not even criminals, law-abiding gun owners, but use criminals, let's just use criminals for an example. I guess what they think is going to happen is when one of these politicians come around, just imagine that there's an invisible circle around them, and when one of the politicians come around, and you have a gun on you, are you gonna... Hold on a second. You know, this is where we need, like, the theme to be played. I wish it wasn't all copywritten and stuff. Because it's like, whoa, here comes the circle! Whoa, she turned around! Seriously? This is what they think is gonna happen! A roaming 1,000-foot gun-free zone. That's more than 3 football fields, and everybody that has a gun around it is gonna start taking off so they don't get it. What the fuck are we talking? And this is... Who thinks of this shit? What the fuck? I can't even... I like to live in the world of logic. This has got me fucking flabbergasted. I can't even believe it. That's what they think's gonna happen. Well, all the guns within 1,000 feet are gonna disappear because when you get close, I guess everybody's just gonna take them. Oh, I can't. Gone from my head. I like to believe in logic. I might believe in... Oh, the fire alarm's going off. Maybe they heard me screaming. Oh God, maybe they're monitoring this. NSA, watch out. But I like to live in the world of logic. If a law is going to be passed, I'd like to see evidence that it's actually going to have an effect. 1,000-foot roaming gun-free zone is about the stupidest thing I've ever fucking heard. What's next? This is probably what's going to be next. What are those things called? Restraining orders. I guess the anti-gunners are going to be able to go to their local judges and get restraining orders and have a 1,000-foot anti-gun zone right around them anytime they want or something. It's just absolutely absurd. You talk about fantasy land. Huh. At least we got some hilarity out of it. That's all I can say. Totally unenforceable. 333 yards over 3 football fields in a congested city, and you're not supposed to know where Barack Obama's in his fucking motorcade to go up and shoot fucking the back nine? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where the fuck Obama is right now. I'm imagining on a golf course or doing something important that he thinks, like, I don't know, buying new golf balls for the golf course. But I'm joking around. No, he only jokes a little bit. Maybe he's coming up with a plan as how we can get involved with more wars that we shouldn't be in, but no, because if he did that, he'd have to come up with some bullshit scare tactic, like, say, come up with a name for it, like, I don't know, let's call it, like, a part of an eye, let's call it Iris. No, let's not, that would be ridiculous, call it, like, ISIS or something like that. No, so he's not doing that, but, yeah, at least he'll be safe now that he's got a 1,000-foot anti-gun. It's like a joke. So, I hope I got you informed. I hope you're enjoying your weather out there, just like this beautiful day, weather-wise, in New York, as I am. Fantasyland, up there in the sky, this beautiful blue sky above me. There's rainbows, and there's a man in the sky, and unicorns, and pots of gold, and 1,000-foot anti-gun zones. They all exist in the same place. Huh, fantastic. Well, that's my little thought on that. How this makes sense is enforceable if you can think of a justification for this that is actually logical for any reason. Post it in the comments because I would love to, well, destroy your argument. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, guys.